I suppose, listen, first and foremost, as we were saying there, how does it feel it's out in the open now that you've moved to Brighton?
Yeah, it's really good. Been waiting a while, waiting patiently for it to get announced and stuff. But yeah, I'm very happy to be here. Brighton's a great club. It's a very talented team, and playing in this league, it's a great opportunity for myself. It's become more and more competitive, so I'm happy to be here and excited to get started.
How did it all come about, Denise, the last couple of weeks, the move itself?
Obviously due to COVID, in America they're having a fall season, so for me, with international duty, I would have been traveling back and forth every month, and that would have I would have had to quarantine for 2 weeks each time, so I wouldn't have been able to train. I probably would have missed some games in America, so the Courage happily agreed to let me go on loan, and that's when Brighton, then my agent, started speaking to them, and they got a deal then.
How fear, I suppose, from an Irish point of view, how real was the fear that, like you said there, because of COVID, that you could possibly miss out on what is a massive run of fixtures?
Yeah, I was dreading it. I was worried about missing it. All right, so obviously this would be the best situation for myself and the Irish team, and these games are absolutely huge for us. It's the closest we've been, I think, to get to a qualifier at Euros. So this was the right decision, and I can't wait to get started and obviously meet with the girls as well next week.
Was that fear real that you could actually possibly, like, for a while, were you thinking, I could actually miss the Germany game, I could miss what's coming up because of this?
Yeah, in America, obviously COVID isn't the best. Like, it's bad there. So just thinking about flying out and flying back in again, I didn't really know. I was kind of in the unknown about it and not knowing if I could fly out and how long I would have to quarantine for and stuff like that. So it was all in the back of my mind, and yeah, I'm just happy to be able to go now.
And obviously delighted as well that the Courage gave you the thumbs up for the move, because obviously it was important for you, but also that you had the backing of them as well.
Yeah, they were very like they were very reasonable about it. Once they understood the situation and with all the quarantine and stuff, they were happy to let me go, and they wouldn't hold me back. They're not like that. They're a great club, and they're very supportive of me as a player and a person. So it was really good to have their support.
And why Brighton? I suppose there were so many options, and I know that you have some familiar faces there with some of the Irish internationals. What made you, I suppose, choose Brighton over maybe some of the others?
Yeah, I think Brighton's a good club. It's an upcoming. The women's team is improving every year, and I just thought it would be a challenge for myself to come here and try and help this team move up the table and win more games. And obviously, I had Megan and Rihanna here as well, and going back and forth with them and them telling me how much they enjoy it here and stuff. So I think it was an easy decision in the end to come here.
How hard? Because I suppose people don't even look at it from this point of view. But how hard was the last 2 weeks from your own point of view? Having to you come over, you get this move, it's exciting. You're looking forward to playing for Brighton and to play for Ireland, but you have these 2 weeks where you have to become a bit of a hermit.
Yeah, it was a weird 2 weeks, honestly. It's something I don't want to do again if I don't have to. I was just really just stuck in the apartment for 2 weeks. I couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't meet anyone. Megan and Rihanna, couldn't meet up with them, and I just wanted to meet my new team and get to know everyone. But they brought gym equipment over to the apartment to me, so I can train every day, and I kept myself in shape. So I think that was the main thing, really, and just get in touch with my family and my friends just the whole time I was there, just to speak to people.
And how did it feel this week to finally go out to the training ground, get the jersey on for the photographs, and to go out there training with the girls?
Yeah, it was great. Very exciting. Training's been really good. Just delighted, to be around everyone and start getting used to the players and the coaches. And yeah, we play this weekend, so I'm just excited for that now.
How hard was it to get everything in place? Because obviously, as a professional athlete, you have so much to worry about on the field. But this must have been an awful lot of organisation off the field. Like you said, there was a bit of a fear you could miss out in the games. Presumably, you're in contact with Vera, the FAI, and also the Courage, and then with your agent to try to find a move. There's an awful lot going on there. Like,
Yeah, there was a lot going on in a short couple of weeks, but they're just very reasonable people, and they help me out any way I can. So my agent Steve was helping me through the whole thing. He was really taking over and being in contact with the Courage, and speaking to Brighton, and obviously all these time zones are American time zone. He's in the UK, so it was kind of all over the place for a while, and it took a bit of time to finally get the deal done because of COVID and everything that was going on. But I'm happy that it's done now.
how bad are things back in the States as regards, restrictions and COVID, and how tough things are over there?
Yeah, I mean, COVID it's bad over there. There's a lot of cases, a lot of high numbers, but in regards to restrictions and stuff, everywhere is kind of open where I've been in North Carolina. Obviously just the main things like wear a mask and stuff like that when you're in public places. But apart from that, everywhere is open and going smooth.
Good stuff. And was this move, Denise, just totally based around you making sure you weren't going to miss out and stuff for Ireland, or was there any other reason why you'd like to make this move, or was it just for the international side of things?
Yeah, I mean, the Courage have 4 games. I was probably going to miss those 4 games and I wouldn't have been able to train. So I think the best situation was for me to go on loan. So it really came about because of, not being able to train, not being able to get games, and then the Irish team wanting to meet with the team and get these qualifiers done. I really wanted to play in those games, didn't want to miss them. So it was the best scenario for everyone.
Obviously, it doesn't come any bigger than that Germany game. And like you said there, if you had to isolate when you went back, you wouldn't have got many games under your belt. Whereas now you're going to be playing in a huge league, a big league in England. It's great. Personally, it's great preparations for you ahead of that game.
Yeah, it is. As I said, this league is huge right now. It's becoming so much better. You can see from all the signings as well the past few weeks. How competitive the league's gonna be. So for me to get minutes with Brighton and just get minutes going into the game and training as well, because that's something I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I was in America. So it's very exciting, and obviously the Germany game is huge. We're very excited for that. It's going to be a tough challenge, but I think it's one we're up for.
Have you been in touch with Vera much throughout all this?
Yeah, Vera's messaged me a few times. She's always, just keeping in touch to see how I'm doing. Kept in touch during quarantine and stuff like that. So I think she's happy now that I'm in Europe, so I can get to Germany easily.
How do you look forward to, on the international side of things, finally the next couple of months? I suppose, like you said, they're in a great position, and certainly from the outside looking in, the squad and the interest there, it's really is at an all-time high, but rightly so, because you're in a tremendous position on the field.
Yeah, we're in a great position. As I said, this is probably the best position we've been in. 3 games left, 2 of those are Germany, and they're one of the best teams in the world. So I think if we can go out and even get a point off them, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I think more importantly, the Ukraine game is huge. I think that game is probably the most important out of them all. We have to get 3 points there. We can't really get anything less.
Does it say just how strong of a squad this is? Like you said there, like even you do a bit of research, you see there's so many of this squad playing at such a high level, and in particular in the league you're in now as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls playing here in England. There's girls playing in Germany. So yeah, it's becoming stronger and stronger. And looking at the list that's coming in for the next game, there's some new faces as well, and they're all exciting young players coming through. So I think we have a strong squad going into the Germany game.
Some lovely words last night from the Courage, and rightly so, about what Brighton are getting in you as a player. I know you play it down, but I'm sure you're itching to get going and hopefully making that debut the weekend and showing Brighton what Ireland fans know you can do.
Yeah, hopefully we're playing against Man City, so it's a pretty tough game going into. But look, I like to play the best teams. I like to play the best players in the world because I'm going to get better by doing so. So hopefully, even if I get a few minutes at the weekend or whatever, I hope I can just help the team in any way I can, put in a good performance.
The offshoot of it as well, I suppose, is it nice heading into, between now and the end of the year, to be a little bit closer to home? I suppose COVID and stuff kind of reminds everybody how far it can seem an awful lot further away with these restrictions than it actually is.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be closer to home. My family are buzzing as well. When they heard I was coming here, they were absolutely delighted. I'm not sure they'll be able to come because of the restrictions again, but at least I'll be able to fly home once I'm done here anyway. So very exciting.
The Irish all sticking together in Brighton.
Yeah, we sure are.
Great stuff. Listen, that's great, Denise. Thanks a million for all that.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.